Two artifacts, I chose the Absalom Jones still portrait and the Hope poster. For my thesis, art mirrors many words and emotions with just one simple picture, which gives an individual a chance to dissect the piece of art and form their own opinion about it. My first piece is a portrait of Absalom Jones. He was the first African American lay minister, and my second piece is the Hope poster that represented Barack Obama's presidential campaignage back in 2008. The classification for my Absalom Jones piece. On the right hand side, you can see there is a portrait of Absalom Jones. He is dressed in his minister uniform. It looks to be that he is holding some type of book, maybe a Bible of some sort. Absalom Jones was born a slave. Slavery was abolished, so he became a free man. In the 1800s, African Americans were not painted professionally, so this piece just captures how important he truly was. He broke a barrier, becoming the first African American lay minister. My second piece is the Barack Obama Hope poster that represented Barack Obama's 2008 presidential campaign. In this picture, you can see it is a photograph of Barack Obama, but he has a white, red, and blue-ish color contrast across this poster with the words hope in bold letters across the bottom. This piece represented his presidential campaign. It also was a representation of what Barack Obama was offering America was hope and change. Barack Obama was the first African American man to run for president, and he was the first African American president, and he served 2 terms. For my compare and contrast, there were numerous reasons why both of these pieces had similarities, but there also were many differences. It's because each artist chose to capture certain elements in their piece. The first reason both of these artifacts are similar because both artists try to capture 2 strong, bold bold African American men making change in America. In the Absalom Jones piece, he's sitting, he has his lay minister uniform on, he looks to be holding to what seems to be maybe a Bible in his hand, while Barack Obama is captured. It looks to be just a simple photograph of him, but the red, white, and blue contrast across and the words hope displayed across the bottom in big bold letters. Both of these pieces do represent how far America has come in dealing with slavery, inequality, and racial issues, but some of the big difference was just where in the 1800s African Americans were not professionally photographed and or painted. It shows how far we have come with African Americans being able to be captured, and it also shows from slavery to freedom. The cause and effect. There was no cause for the Absalom Jones piece. I personally believe that this piece was captured to represent Jones in his lay minister uniform and him holding a Bible, representing him becoming the first African American lay minister. The cause for the Hope piece was to represent Barack Obama's presidential campaign. The effect both of these pieces have on society show how far America has come in a 50-year span. It shows our country went from slavery to freedom and how important it is to continue to move forward. For my conclusion, even though both pieces of Absalom Jones and Hope consistently, show a description of freedom and equality, they both show 2 strong African American males who made a change in America. Both of them hold outstanding weight The Absalom Jones piece, I personally did not know who he was. When I first seen his portrait, I had no clue who he was, so I started to research him. He was born in Sussex County, actually. He was born a slave, and he was freed. Slavery was abolished, and he became a free man. He moved to Pennsylvania, and he became the first African American lay minister. And with the Barack Obama piece, he broke barriers as well. Becoming the first African American president was unbelievable. It's breathtaking. I believe that both of these men hold history in America, and they continue to represent the barriers that we've overcome and how many more barriers we still need to break with equality. All people want to be treated equally regardless of their ethical backgrounds. Everyone deserves to encounter the feeling of being treated fairly and to be free. Thanks, guys.